Hey muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Okay, we're going to dive into today's video. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. 67% of people that watch within the last couple of weeks are not subscribed. I'm going to be here every day. Okay, we have got to talk about what came of Jojo Siwa talking about Trisha Paytas. Now, we made a video on this yesterday. But Jojo Siwa on her new podcast, which is called Jojo Siwa Now, did an episode called 5 People I Would Not Have on My Podcast. I don't know why I struggled so much with that sentence. I've literally been awake for about 20 minutes, but what I was supposed to say was 5 people I would never have on my podcast. Sorry, bear with me. And in it, she said this about Trisha. Trisha has now responded, which we're going to get to, but to kind of recap, this is what Jojo said about Trishy Fishy.
Because they were using me, because as a kid, I did bring a lot of views. I brought a lot of views to a lot of people's videos, my own, but also if somebody did a video with me, it brought a lot of views to their videos. And that's not me flexing. That's not me saying, blah, blah. It's literally like the number fact. And what breaks my heart, not for me as a 21-year-old, oh my God, I just said I'm fucking 19, bitch. You are 21. Literally find it. What breaks my heart, not as a 21-year-old, but it breaks my heart for that 14-year-old that did videos with Trish, thought Trish actually liked her, like, thought Trish, like, I don't know, like, I knew me and Trish weren't, like, gonna be besties, but I did like her as a YouTuber, and I did think she was really cool, and so when we did videos together, like, I thought it was really fun, like, I thought she was in it for genuine reasons, because a lot of YouTubers were. Everyone I'm still friends with to this day, and, like, still very close with, still, that we hang out at parties, like,
Not going to reiterate what I said yesterday, but it is just so ironic for Jojo Siwa to come for Trisha Paytas. And by the way, I've given Trisha criticism for doing these collabs and stuff with Jojo, right? And hanging out with her whenever her mom wasn't there. I've given the criticism for that, and I think Trisha should be called out. But for Jojo's big ass to sit up here and say, everyone else I've collaborated with, I'm still friends with to this day. Bitch, they were bullying you too. They were bullying you too. Trisha's the only one with balls that makes fun of you publicly. All of your friends make fun of you privately. They have to me. Gotta give Trisha credit for doing it publicly.
They're literally my people. But Trisha is the only one that has traded for some reason. And I mean, she has her valid reasons, I guess, but I don't know, it's just very confusing to me because she does have her valid reasons, but I don't think she realizes, you know what, say what you want, but then why the fuck were you friends with me at 14? You were an asshole and you were using me.
So you're acknowledging, Jojo, that it's wrong for adults to be friends with you at 14. So then why are the other people that are in your life, Colleen Ballinger, Rachel Ballinger, etc., why are they still in your life then? If you're acknowledging that it's wrong for Trisha Paytas as an adult to befriend you as a 14-year-old, which she didn't even do, then why aren't you holding the same morals for your friends? Because you don't actually care. Oh, okay.
Now that I'm 21, I can see that. You know what I mean? What is with me and not...
Can you see it, though? Doesn't sound like it.
But now being 21, I look back at that and I'm like, okay, all right, I see what she was doing there. And that's fine, like totally fine. But like, ow. You dressed up as me. You put your hair in a side ponytail and bow. You wore a rainbow tutu. You wore my hoodie. And now I know you were not doing that to be like fun and have fun and like make a video. You were doing that to make fun of me, you asshole. Like I was a 14-year-old kid.
Colleen and Rachel did the same thing, by the way.
Don't do that. That's not cool. What if someone did that to your kid? You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't be cool with that. And so I
Also, Jojo Siwa, you are not going to sit up here and be like, imagine doing that to someone's kid when we literally have Rolling Stones, was it articles about you and your mother literally mistreating children. We have not forgot about XOMG Pop, girl. Please.
Stuff on the internet anytime she talks about me, I'm like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Get your views somehow else. Like, you're literally Trisha Paytas. You're a fucking icon. You are an icon. You have created some of the most viral videos out there. Come up with something else. Like, anything else. But, it's fine. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. She's gonna talk.
All right, okay. And then, as we stated yesterday, we're not gonna re-watch the videos, but to kind of give clarification, what Jojo was talking about was the fact that Trisha did collab videos with her when Jojo was 14 and Trisha was in her 30s. It is only fair to bring these up. We watched all of them on yesterday's video, so we're not going to rehash that. What we are going to get to today is Trisha's response to this. I'm very intrigued to see how she handled it, like how she kind of talked about it. So let me pull this up on my screen right here. All right. Okay, wait. I want to do cinema mode. Now the thing is, I was seeing a lot of people comment yesterday being like, hey, like making excuses for Trisha. And at the end of the day, again, I have not watched this yet, so I don't know what Trisha says in response to JoJo saying that. But I do think that it is valid to still call Trisha out for doing collab videos with JoJo when she was, 14 and Trisha was 30, or hanging out with her when her mom wasn't there. Are there other people involved that are in the wrong for that? Yes, absolutely. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Trisha can still be, called out for what she did. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand this, like, protection of Trisha that also goes on in my comment section as well. I'm like, okay, we've got to keep the same energy. We're not accusing Trisha of doing things that other people have done, but we can still call her out for literally hanging out with a 14-year-old when she was in her 30s and making videos with her for the sake of clout. Like, yes, other people did it, but we can still call Trisha out for that. Being able to, like, in her videos, FaceTime JoJo because she had her number when JoJo was, like, 14 and stuff. Yes, we can still call Trisha out for that. I don't understand why people struggle with that concept. Anyways, let's get to this. I love Oscar's hat.
Our big story.
I was surprised you didn't know.
Oh, no,
I don't know.
you said it. I'm like, you have a title and thumbnail. You're like, I do. And I was
do.
like, uh-oh.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
Oh, is it bad?
No, it's kind of like, it's kind of camp.
I love a camp.
So JoJo, sorry. Okay, sorry, hold on, you have to say it. Sorry.
What? Wait, what is it? What, do we know? Do you know this? Oh my gosh.
Okay, JoJo Siwa reveals.
Oh my god, let me read it. What is happening?
Oscar, babe, you've got it.
The 5 celebrities she would never have on her podcast.
No.
You would have considered this celebrities.
No. Is this real? I'm dead. Is this real? Where was this? Zach saying?
On the JoJo show.
Oh, on her own show. She asked herself this question?
I thought maybe it was on Joey.
God, Oscar, it's not that funny. Pull yourself together, babe. I love that Trisha's immediate response was, the Zach Sang show?
So she's asking herself, JoJo, which person do you never want on this podcast? Well, let me tell you, actually. Glad you asked.
Oh my God. I'm seeing stars.
Can we go in order? Does she have them in order? She ranked them.
She does.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh my God. I want guess.
Welcome back, Andrew, from Shane Dawson's videos with the laughter.
I have a soft spot for JoJo. I love JoJo. Let's
God.
hear it.
Oh my God. Wait, guess. Just throw out names who you think would be on it first.
Number 1, The Rock.
What?
Surprisingly, no.
Wait, interesting. Actually, I don't know. I didn't know she had enemies like this, except for me. Okay. Wow, I don't know. To me, she seems very like a non-hater
It's
person.
someone that you also dislike and you talked about recently. A woman.
Oh no.
Are they celebrities, like actual celebrities or influencers?
This first one is a celebrity, an actor, formerly like a.
Candace Cameron Bure.
Yes.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We go with that for sure.
Not the enemy of my enemy is a friend.
Joe, you're on the right track. Who's number 2? Candace Cameron Bure is wild, and I love it. First, I gotta watch. Did you watch it? I have to see how she's saying this because this is kind of iconic.
That's true. I should.
I want to know, like.
First of all, this was in a lot of articles because of the Candace Cameron Bure like angle. It got picked up everywhere. It was like on People. It was on E.
Oh wait, really? When did this
Yes.
happen? Yesterday? I did not see this anywhere.
I think last night into this morning is when I saw it get picked up.
I'm usually on it. Okay.
That's why I think because you were kind of like buried in there, like you weren't the lead story. You know what I mean? Like you weren't the headline.
A little
But
offensive.
Trisha
I'm behind Candace Cameron Bure as far as a headline.
and Candace Owens was next on there too, which kind
This
of makes
company
sense.
is a little scary
That's what
that
I
I'm
was
in.
thinking,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I was about to say, the lineup right now is not great. You know what's really weird? Someone sent me a video of Candace Owens talking about the Colleen Ballinger thing of last summer, and I was like, this is the weirdest crossover of my entire life, and I don't know if I can stomach this.
This is putting me in like homophobic territory, which is a little scary, but okay.
It is crazy the company that she is in.
And then number 3, Trisha Paytas.
Wow! Did she elaborate?
She did elaborate. So how she introduced it was,
Okay.
we're about to get messy. The thing is, I don't believe in being a for views, but if you try it with me, game on. If you open that door, I will walk through it. Okay, fierce.
Oh, that's how she
That's
like
how she
put it
opened the
up?
whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
And then this.
God, I'm so excited to see what Trisha says about this and how she addresses like her relationship with JoJo.
This is tough for me because me and Trisha were friends. Trisha has a lot of shit
Whoa,
to say.
whoa,
Oh, the first sentence we
Whoa,
already
whoa,
have.
whoa. I'm not Colleen. I'm not becoming friends with 13-year-olds over here, okay?
I mean, Trisha did hang out with her. She did have her phone number. She did in videos call her. I mean, yeah, friendship is, extreme. But to kind of acknowledge that you didn't have any involvement with her, whatever time period or however long it was, I mean, is kind of lying, to be fair. Yes, it's not a Colleen Ballinger situation. No one's saying that, but I hope she doesn't, like, double down on the fact that, like, they never had anything and, she only did it because people dragged her on for collabs. Because I know she always used to say that about, David would drag me to collab.
We were friendly, and she was very nice and very sweet, but there was no hanging out, just to be clear. There was zero hanging out outside of filming. Zero.
Okay, that is a very valid point. No hanging out other than filming. But the filming was hanging out. Like, the filming was, car vlogs where you're in the car talking to each other, or you're just chilling in your apartment or whatever. It was not really set up collabs, so you can't fault JoJo, and you kind of can fault Trisha, but not fully. So it wasn't really collabs, but it wasn't really hanging out, so it was somewhere in the middle. So it's basically either of your perceptions of it. But I think obviously they weren't friends, but I think they were at a time period hanging out, and I think to kind of not acknowledge JoJo's feelings in that, even though JoJo is the most annoying person in the entire world, is not being real here.
I got invited to New Year's Eve, and I thought it was weird. And that, and I didn't go because I was like, she's very young. I can't go spend New Year's Eve. Okay, so just to be clear,
The first sentence already debunked.
not because of JoJo. JoJo's sweet, but she was very young.
Okay, this is tough for me because me and Trisha were friends. Trisha has a lot of shit to say about me nowadays.
That's actually not true either. Let's debunk this. I think you defending Colleen, saying what she did wasn't that bad when she literally sent nudes of me unsolicited to a fan. So that's been confirmed by Colleen, and you defending her triggered me a little. It's not about you, JoJo. It's about you defending. So first there. Second of all, you're also defending Abby, who verbally abused children. That's just fact. I think my issue, and I said this, I actually really like JoJo. I root for her. I love her music. I think I raised a JoJo siwa. I think that's who I would be if I was a superstar. You know what I mean? But I think her defending people is the problem. Definitely JoJo's not the problem. I don't think she's aware that she's defending actual horrible people that were adults that befriended her as a child. So of course she's trying to, it's like you're defending your parents. Your parents can be horrible people, but it's those are the people you run as a kid, so you're going to defend them hardcore. So but did I have stuff to say about JoJo? I think with her song even, I was defending her.
No, I was the one that was harder on JoJo.
Go for Oscar.
Yeah, go for
I was
me.
I like a rebrand. I like the song. I thought things were catchy. I thought her music
Well, I like a good rebrand, to clarify.
was
Yeah.
good.
Really, the only thing you were hard on her about was the Colleen stuff, the Abby stuff, and then you talked about the girl group, the
XOMG Pop.
That
That's
was
not
on a
your
Rolling
fault.
Stone article, which I didn't even know. I'm if this is true, this is shitty. I feel I think I've always been fair to JoJo because I do really feel I'm not trying to say she's a victim, but I feel she definitely didn't have right people around her for so much of her career. Not to say she's not a superstar. I think she's a superstar. I think she's super smart. I think she's a little bit of a troll, which I totally respect. I feel I've always said that, right? Yeah. I'm not even mad. I'm really just trying to clarify because once again, JoJo, we were cool, not friends. Okay, but we were cool. We are.
Okay, I mean, I'm glad at least Trisha isn't putting, which I have heard her in the past do, she would just be put in positions where JoJo would be there with doing collabs and stuff. I think I'll let it die on that hill. They were cool, but they weren't friends. Because I think that makes sense. Because they didn't, in fairness, do that many collabs. But the collabs they did, they filmed a lot. You know what I mean? And they talked for a long time. And they hung out, for a long time in those, sporadic periods. But in terms of not going to JoJo's parties and stuff, that is true. So I think Trisha kind of leaving it as we were cool, but we weren't friends. I'll take that.
Cool. Truly, I don't blame JoJo for any of it. She doesn't like me because I exposing the truth about Colleen, which was like she sent weird unsolicited nudes of me, confirmed, had viewing parties of me naked with her friends and sending it to people and making fun of my body and stuff. Like, she was an awful person. Like, that's it. There's other stuff, her being friends with Adam underage, like all that other stuff. But for me personally, she was awful. She knew it. She said she's a coward. And JoJo just defending that is like very... It just like really, it is very like triggering. I'll just say that. And that's the only thing I was ever trying to say, because I don't think she really understood like the severity of defending this person who like actually hurt like so many people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think she like missed the mark there. So I always say this. I always think JoJo is like so smart. She's like the number one thing. But like, I do think also, maybe it's a narcissistic in me. I think maybe she said that so we talk about her on this podcast. You know what I mean? Look, JoJo's a superstar. But...
And no, again, that's a really valid point that Trisha brought up. Jojo Siwa, as we all know, has been doing anything to get our attention. Because the first song came out, Karma, everyone talked about it, and then everyone got bored. So it is actually a fair point with Trisha saying, like, is she saying this to provoke us so we talk about it on the podcast? And then, you know, Jojo Siwa is, you know, on the title of the Just Trish. That's actually very valid as well. JoJo knows what she's doing. She knows how to poke and provoke. And I do think that that is a very valid thing to consider here. It just goes to show how, like, hypocritical she is, though, complaining about drama and then wanting to be talked about on a drama podcast.
The JoJo Siwa Now podcast, it's just JoJo. It really is just,
It's called Just JoJo?
No, it's the JoJo Siwa Now podcast, but it literally is just JoJo. Like,
just JoJo.
It's her in her merch room, and she's talking.
Love it. I love it.
As far as maybe I'm wrong.
Iconic.
I always have to put the disclaimer, maybe I'm wrong, but every video I've seen...
Yeah, it's her in that room.
Yes.
Is she has a video of it somewhere? Is it on YouTube? I swear I've never,
She has the JoJo Siwa Now, like, podcast Instagram, and that's where, like, the clip was.
Love
but
it.
It's an iHeart Radio podcast. So,
Okay,
I
look,
don't know if there's video.
Maybe JoJo doesn't want me on JoJo Siwa Now, but you could come on Just Trish, girl. Like, honestly, come on Just Trish. I would ask that, like, we get final edit, but I would love for you to...
Not that we get final edit. Girl.
be on. And I truly like her. Like, I truly always have a soft spot for her, and I feel like she's so smart at, like, everything, like, marketing, everything. I think she's amazing. I love that she always performs Pride. We're in our lesbian era right now.
I don't think JoJo Siwa was smart, just for clarification.
Lesbian hate. Ever. Never. That's, like, no, never. Any lesbian, even if you're, like, the, like, worst kind of... I just love lesbians right now. Like, it doesn't matter if you're horrible. I want to be your ally. Because, you know, I'm there. I'm there in the queer. I'm not full-on lesbian, but I'm there. I'm halfway there. And girl, let's be real. You want to name your girl Freddie Mercury after Freddie Mercury? I named my daughter after Elvis. Like, I feel like we are one and the same. I do feel it's a little inspired by me. Freddie's gonna be a girl. Okay, iconic. Just telling your baby names before it happens. I like it, but
If you're lesbian, even if you're the worst.
yeah. No lesbian hate here, you know?
That's true. Even when JoJo was getting, like, trolled by homophobic people,
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I have your back, JoJo.
For sure that.
Oh
And
my
all
God.
the fake anything. Everything she does fake drinking, fake whatever. Love it. Like, you're so camp. You should be the Met Gala, like.
I mean, camp is definitely one way to describe what JoJo Siwa does. Another word comes to mind. Horrendous.
What was Zendaya? She's like the leader of the Met. What is it called? Like the ambassador? Yeah, she's the chair. JoJo Siwa should be it next year. We love it.
God,
Girl, come get the... If you come on the podcast and make no... You can't have any edit, I'll give you the Rainbow Birkin. I would love it. No edits. Zero edits. Just raw. I'll give you that Rainbow Birkin, girl. 100%. That's my offer. And I'm being dead
God.
serious about that. I just curiously do want to know so much, like her lore, her brain, the way she thinks. Because she is nice and she is smart. Like, I've always said
she
this.
is.
So,
Oh my God.
I don't know.
So funny. I just love that it's 5 guests I would not have on this podcast, in which I have no guests. It's just me talking about myself and my songs. And
All right. We will leave it there. Okay, well, I am glad that Trisha didn't kind of rewrite history when it came to her relationship in whatever format that was with JoJo. Because obviously there was something there, even if it was very brief, or even if Trisha didn't care about it as much as JoJo did. But also, I can be sympathetic towards the fact that JoJo C was a 14-year-old meeting these adults and probably understood the relationships and dynamics way less than the adults who were using her. I just think JoJo is a walking hypocrisy. I mean, she complains about, things that have happened to her when she was a child, and then she goes on to treat other children like shit. She complains about things that happened to her, and then other people who've experienced the same thing, she says that it wasn't true or they're lying. You know what I mean? She's such a difficult character. She makes everything so fucking difficult. All right, well, I'm glad with how Trisha addressed that. Wow, Oscar loves to laugh. All right, I will see you in my next one, and goodbye.